Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, bit of a disaster. We declared war on Scotland to try and give England some territory back to make them happy with us. Instead, they decided to break their relationship with us entirely, and we even lost the province that has gold in it. So that went really, really well. We didn't lose it from the Spanish, they just managed to beat us to that location. Stinky, not much I can really do about it, but at least we have successfully boxed off part of North America. Not as much as I'd hope, but at least something. Portugal got reamed last episode as well. Not great for us long term because Spain is terrifying in this save. But at least they're only allied to weaklings, so we're not likely to run into them unless they declare war on us directly, which hopefully by then the Ottomans will defend us from because they'll have some money. That's the hope, we will see. The Commonwealth is also terrifying. They suddenly decided to hate us. That stinks. We knew it was going to happen, it's just the timing that it happened at was unfortunate. This episode we're going to unpause, we're going to move some of our troops over to the mainland, because we clearly have to have a lot more troops than we did. That Admiral dying is fine. Nipperonis to you. We should core the 3 provinces we did get from Scotland. We got Northern Ireland from them, so it wasn't a complete bust. We also got 1 province from them in North America, just to make the holdings in Florida well, even. And I'm glad I took some of these colonies off England, because that would have been very, very sad if they'd broken away and taken all the land with them. That would have been stinky. It's still pretty stinky, just not as stinky as it could have been. For the time being, we're going to combine our transports with our main fleet just to try and keep them safe. We're going to have to do some naval rebuilding. I think that's fair to say. You want to use favours for soldiers? Sure, I'm okay with that, Frankfurt. Yeah, we also relied on Frankfurt and Milan too much, and the AI did AI things. You'd think I would have learned by now, but fun fact, no. Yes, we're going to build 2 major armies in Central Europe. Just try and keep 1, I guess, for now in the British Isles. It should be adequate. And we're going to have to contend with trying to get England back, but we can't do it yet. But we have to keep our eyes peeled. Because we put them in a union, that essentially counts as vassaling them for aggressive expansion purposes. So they will be angry at us probably for the entire rest of the game. So when 1631 rolls around, we're going to have to try and take them again immediately. Else we'll likely lose that opportunity for the rest of the game. We also have to deal with France, but we can't do that yet. France hates us less than you would think, even though we're rival. They haven't really attacked us. At least not proactively, so at least we have that going for us. Other things we need to keep an eye out on is, can we get pieces of Europe while Austria is the Holy Roman Emperor and they are weak? And the answer is likely going to be yes, because Austria will not join right now because they hate a lot of the folks in the Empire. Makes them a bit terrible at their job, but it makes it convenient for us. So, for example, I look between episodes. If we attack Dithmarschen, we get Nassau in a war again, and Nassau is in a bad state. They only have 24,000, but we can't attack them directly because Spain and Austria will protect them. But they don't have a lot of troops in and of themselves. But I certainly think that's an option for us. To such a degree, I'm going to change the composition of this stack just a little bit. You two come together. I think we might do that pretty much straight away. Because again, we realized, and by we, I mean me, obviously, because I'm playing. I did realize that early on in that previous war, we weren't really doing things very well. But we caught it early enough so we didn't devastate our nation. I mean, clearly at this point, we might as well state Leinster. That's fine. Do we need another seat? Probably. Yeah. Is there a place in Leinster we really want it to be in? Probably not. Dithmarschen would be a good pick if I had it right now, but obviously no. Let's put it in Funen. I mean, it is a 30 development province. That's pretty tasty. Really would have liked to get Lolland off Sweden, but that war, as I alluded to, did not go well. So, it is what it is. Diplomats, what we got going on? Not a huge amount. I'm thinking we should probably throw one at Nassau before we declare war. I'll leave the legitimacy, it's fine. And I think we're pretty much ready to attack them straight away. Unless I want to move... I should probably move this stack over. Let's do that first. This 20,000 should be perfectly fine for Dish Martian. Could you be doing this in any less efficient way? Why didn't you just go to port? Whatever. That's fine. Declare war. Oh, now they'll defend them. What's changed? Nothing. Oh, well, that sucks. Okay, will you defend Hamburg? Yes, you will. Will you defend Lübeck? No, you won't defend Lübeck. But this is nowhere near as tasty a proposition, because I don't get to attack Nassau. But I could eat Hamburg at the same time, although that's probably going to be a ton of aggressive expansion. All these plans are falling apart something fierce, eh? Yeah, they like Flanders. They don't like Liège, but I don't want to bring France in again right now. Lübeck has quite a lot of troops. None of their allies do, though. Really, in the grand scheme of things. But this is misleading, too. We don't have this many troops available. This includes all of our colonies. I think that's quite dangerous. I don't think we're quite prepared. I cannot believe how bad that timing is. Let's give it a month tick and see if it's still the case. Yeah, Lübeck they still won't join. Ah, for goodness sake. That's annoying. That's very annoying. There's nothing I can attack Austria for by themselves. Yes, Spain being Defender of the Faith is terrible as well. Well, so much for that great idea. Obviously, we're not going to do this, but that's how many troops they have. That's absolutely no-go territory. Technically, we could take on Denmark, but what's the point? Like, this land is not worth anything really to us. Turn into a Minecraft villager. Well, I guess we'll be looking into North America again, at least temporarily. Anything in here that my vassals have access to? They probably want to take that one province off Comanche to try and square this off. Can I get my colony to attack them? Probably not. I'm probably going to have to do that myself. They should be able to do this without me having to interrupt, though. Turn the speed up to 4, because we clearly can't do anything in Europe, which is really frustrating. Zealous. Perfect. Thank you very much. Shame you were too late. Revolt in Asati, which I can't reach, so that's just awesome. we'll have to keep an eye out for that and just batter them when we get the opportunity. The one province I cannot get to is the one province that has Church of a Bell. I mean, it makes sense. In their defense, it does make sense. Don't want to block there or block there. I'm probably going to have to block here, but I can't do it yet. So I guess you got no choice. Send the colonists there. Do some prestige. Nassau's announced France's arrival. Good luck to them. Stupid England. Stupid England, ruining everything. It's such a great plan, and then it all fell apart. Guess you guys can drill for the time being. Regimental camps, excellent. Get some more force limit. Look at that. Okay, they are moving. Which, I mean, is fine. Maybe it means Spanish vassal or colony will have to deal with it, but I still can't get over there. Well, marriage, you do you. Diplotech 18 is next up. Sowing discontent, not super useful. If you guys would stop rising up, that would be just super. That'd be very appreciated. Okay. You are also a colony now. And that means I can beat you over here. I was going to say that's not Tallahassee. That's what I wanted to say. But close enough. Okay, so we have boxed Spain off at this point. The only exception is here in the Wenro Federation. And we're probably going to want to do that as soon as this other conflict ends. We're not going to do two at the same time because the AI will just explode. Can't. That's too many things. I'm going to say yes because that's inconsequential. I don't know why they'd even ask for open borders from us, frankly. It's the other way. Maybe they meant Weast. Okay, that's not the Federation we're worried about them attacking, so that's okay. %56 war score. Yeah, they're making progress. They're doing it. So it's... Thank you for cheaper infantry after I just bought infantry. That's really helpful. Thank you so very much. So yeah, so we got Cheyenne, Comanche, and then it's the Zuni Federation, which they can't really reach, is going to be the problem. I know I can't reach. I guess we'll send a navy over to deal with that. There's nothing else it can really do for the time being. I'm also curious why Portugal just decided to stop colonizing. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is not the most useful land in the world, but... I mean, it's still here. Maybe it's because they're going internal. I don't know. Why can't I be... Oh, because I have no colonies to send. Need to unpause. There you go. We get down to the Wenro... Okay, one of our colonies did... Wow, oh my word, that's going to be the longest route ever. And I don't even need this land. Well, because I can't really do anything with it. New idea now? Yeah, you can do that. Go get more ship durability. We could have done with that in the previous war when I was messing it all up. I would want this and this when they won't give both of those yet. That's the bare minimum and they won't do it. cheaper Diplotech is fine. We just upgraded. And we are likely going to want to get more ships in the near future. Election time. 514, please. Defender of the Protestant faith is now Bohemia. That's fine. Well connected is an okay trait. Like, we had that. Was that last time as well? The time prior? It's an okay leadership trait. We want strict. Like, strict is what we want. To help compensate for our unbelievably bad discipline. But poor discipline, I guess, technically. But you know what I mean. Move back now. Thank you. I mean, you can have open borders, but you're doomed, so good luck to you. I'm not going to use you, so no. Right now we're in money-saving mode. I mean, colonially speaking, we could create a California, but it's just not worth it. There's not enough land here to make use of that. This is not high-quality land. I'm okay with piecing this out now, if you would. Give me all your money. All I want. And then when they come back, we'll then just get these two provinces. I also want to give our troops time to get back to where they're meant to be. Oh, our spy has been caught again. We have some absolutely useless spies in this game. And that's not enough to even put a claim down. Yeah, I feel like our spies have just been caught every single time. And it probably hasn't been the case, don't get me wrong. But it certainly feels that way. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've tidied that up a little bit. And we boxed Spain in. I really, really wish we could have taken this one province from them. A gold province would have been so good. But what are you going to do? We need our vassals and colonies to get their troops back before we can deal with the Wenro Federation, though. This is the last place where Spain could theoretically start getting in our way. You can have Danish minority over there as well. Really? We're just all about not having discipline? I heard you don't want any discipline, so let's give you even less discipline. Not quite what I meant. Sure, we'll give you some money for favours, that's fine. That's also fine. Everything is fine. Kind of. Except we can't attack the target we want all this time. We made this great plan, Austria, and you blew it. By being good at your job. How dare you? Where have all my colony's troops gone? I see 11,000. Okay, now they're starting to come back. Where are you going? Oh, I'd love it if you went here and it actually fired, but there's no way it would happen. I'll eat that. I don't want to deal with the rebels. I want to keep drilling. Well, they're going to get... Oh, they're coming to us. Okay, well, if they want to attack us on a mountain, I'm okay with that. Yeah, the Commonwealth are just going to eat all this. And there's nothing we can do about it, because the Ottomans are being bafflingly passive. Because, of course, the one game that we get them is, as an ally, is the game with, like, you know what? No, we're going to go peaceful. We don't do this attacking lark. That's not us. Yeah, you guys are taking too long, so I'm just going to declare that war for you. I'm not doing anything, you're doing all the work. I guess you should move this navy back to Europe. Keep drilling, it's fine. Ignore the fight that's going on out there. We are going to expand our army a bit, though. So we have another 11. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yes, that is regrettable. We don't genuinely have that much land, which I guess is the problem. And yeah, if somebody wants to declare war on Austria, that would be great, because then they won't defend anybody. But we can't reach them. We will never have a CB against them. Spain is now attacking the Zuni Federation, which is the one that we just pieced out, and they're just going to get entirely eaten. Let's be honest. I'm going to say no to that one, Skip. No, no, no. Going to make life as difficult for them as possible. Northern Ireland's been called. Excellent. And to celebrate, our trader has decided to off himself. Cool. Our prize Diplo rep guy it is. Are we over our... Oh, it's because of a policy. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, we're not over our relationship limit. We're not even at our relationship limit. Not that we can ally anybody currently because we're at war, but we'll check afterwards. No. It doesn't really matter if Hamburg likes us, truth be told. I'm going to say no to that too, because then they'll all get open borders. What does this land split up into, anyway? So there, this is where three colonial regions that, merge together. So we have Central up here. Although I'm okay with you having that province. I don't think that really matters, although it does break this up, so probably not. What we'll likely do is we'll end up putting it all under our ownership, and then that way it goes by default to the right one. No debate. What do you want to do? Money again would be great. We don't need colonists anymore. Don't really need merchants. I guess we'll go for trade efficiency. 38 gold bribe's not super high, but let's go for other things first. A little bit of inflation, a little bit of corruption, 274 manpower, 1 diplo point. I don't like you losing army tradition. Okay, I'll give you the 38 gold. Fine. Nearly at our cap on admin points. We have to spend this on something, because we are accumulating a lot of them. But I guess, like I said, because of the whole state situation, we can go in State all of Ulster. That probably means that we're going to have to make Irish an accepted culture, which is fine. Nothing else matters really in terms of culture. We could make Estonian an available culture, an accepted one, but I don't think it's really worth enough to do so. We should probably go over a little bit more building of manufactories, because, yeah, Amsterdam would make crazy bank to do so. And then after that's done, we'll start building more ships. Another military leader has died. What is our army tradition? We're getting some pants rolls. 46 isn't terrible. Yeah, we don't have a fantastic army tradition. We're not getting very good generals. I always forget about this province up here. But yeah, it belongs as part of the Wenro Federation. Nope, we're not giving you access. You wouldn't give us access if we asked, so don't expect it in return. More mercantilism, please. How are our vassals looking? We haven't done like a colony check in a while. You're not making money, you're losing money. Are you in debt? Nope, so that's fine. You're not making money either. And you are in debt to 125 gold. That's fine, I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, considering we're not squeezing them very hard, they're not making very much money. And it's not like we built a ton of forts or anything. I built one, that I remember, but... Yeah, our colony's not making great money. Whereas Spain's probably swimming in it. I'd also like to know how are we only at 8% war score currently, guys. What are we doing? That's fine. They can't do anything anyway. Rude. Loss of... That's a lot of sailors in the bin. Yeah, the worst thing they'll do is they'll push these 24 ships out. And then they'll just go hide again. Cool. You have given us a lot of admin points. Something we don't need. Again. I can't spend admin points quickly enough currently. I guess we're going for more development. Can't round you up. Can round you up. Can't round you up. There you go. Perfect. Thank you for the 100 free admin points. Yeah, the Zuni Federation's pretty much just had to give everything up. As we said it would. I didn't give up as much as I thought it would, though. And again, it's still at war with Spain, so the rest of it's probably going the way of the dodo. Trade would be great. I'm going to go diplomacy, though. Try and burn some of that aggressive expansion before we can really make a true move on something. But yeah, I cannot believe how much we're struggling here. Like, how? How has this been allowed to happen? I have no idea how they've managed to accomplish this as badly as they have. Oh, that's the AI, baby. Like, all you have to do is take out 3,000 troops. And they are making it look so difficult. At least we're able to get some more development in some of these later provinces. Yeah, look at that. Just eating the whole thing. Like, it's almost entirely gone. We're nearly done now. We're at 85% war score. Yeah, we're getting there. We're going to flip these before I forget. So we go... I wish they could make the flags a bit different, but I don't think you can for a colony. So in theory, if I have all these occupied as me, they shouldn't piece them out. We can make sure it gets divvied up properly. I think. Maybe. I mean, that sounds correct to me, but we'll see. Where do we need colonists to go at this point? I think we're complete, unless we want to go into Greenland, which, I mean, is irrelevant. I think at this point it's a case of... Can't get to Australia. We can if we want to. Do we want to go into New Zealand at this point? We don't have enough land here to do it, really. Unless we wanted to try and capture some space on the Northern Island. There are missions out there for capturing some land out in Spice Islands. And Spain hasn't really managed to do this. Portugal clearly has, but not Spain. Well, again, just so we have the coverage, let's send something over here. We haven't done the around the world yet. I mean, not that there's any huge benefit to doing so at this point, but we haven't done it. Let's have you sue for peace and just take everything, please. Okay, that's 90. Is that everything? Take cash. Thank you. Alright. So yeah, there you go. Now it flips to everybody as it should. Saxony is going to be ruled by the Emperor of the Commonwealth. That's not terrifying at all. That's a terrifying... Well, there's a lot of growth going on. The Commonwealth being allied to Portugal and Bohemia is disgusting. I don't know how they've managed to do that. I don't know why Portugal still hates us. But they do, with a burning passion. We're back to having 6 enemies. Because people really, really don't like the Dutch rising up. It's kind of rude. But our final check-off, we should do an alliance check. I highly doubt anybody useful will want to ally us, but we can look. In Europe, they're all tiny little pieces that aren't really of any consequence. Austria is not even worth trying to re-ally. I mean, they hate us right now, but we could ally with them with some effort, but it's not worth it. The Palatinate will never ally with us. They absolutely despise us. Bohemia is still a rival to us. If they weren't our rival, they would probably be a pretty good alliance target. But alas, it's not the way it is. Milan still has nobody interesting we can mutually ally. Frankfurt, I'm pretty sure, is in the same boat. They're allied to Brandenburg. I mean, we could ally Brandenburg. They're not a very sexy choice, but they're not awful. So I guess we'll try and befriend them. Give us somebody else. Really, we want this land for ourselves, but the way this game has gone, Europe has not really been our strength. That's why we're trying to go to the extremities of it. Obviously in the east, that did not work. In the west, off the continent, we're doing okay. I still think this is going to suck something fierce when inevitably Spain comes knocking on our door. It's going to happen at some point. We just don't know when. Our only saving grace is that Spain, although they're not a billion mates, the only nation they have with any strength allied to them is the Palatinate. And the Palatinate don't have a huge ally network. So the plan, 4 years' time, England's going to try and be conquered again. We'll see who they're allied to at that point. They're only allied to an irrelevant faction in Africa at the moment. So that part of it, A-okay. Means we have to move some more troops around, I'm sure. They still don't have a lot of navy. We're going to have to build more navy. Let's do that before we forget. These 2 trade ships, what are you doing here? There you go. Do that. We need to move you onto our mainland so that you can genuinely get some ports to do some work. And what do we want to do for this navy? Why get 5 more heavies, 2 more galleys, and we want to start reinforcing our navy in the English Channel. Let's get up to 50. I think that's where we'll leave it off for now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have, like it. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. Subscribe to see more. Bye now.